Oh God, he's coming back. Get out of here.
Hey guys, and happy Wednesday. Glad to be back to play some Witcher for you. It's been a hot last couple days, and so needless to say, I'm thankful for the chance to be in some AC and play some video games. So, hey Inkling, how's it going, man? How have you been, dude? Have you had a nice couple days? Since we last talked, it was Labor Day the last time we'd chatted, so it's been throwing me off. It feels like Tuesday a lot. It's been feeling like Tuesday a lot today. So it's a good thing. I guess it's usually a good thing when you've got things going on. Hey Hercules, what's up, man? Waffles, because chicken and waffles are delicious. Also, heyo. That's a good point, actually, and I don't think I've ever heard anybody say that exact reason for why waffles over pancakes. So I feel like I'm the minority because generally I would go with pancakes over waffles. And a lot of people say they like waffles because of the amount of syrup they can hold, but syrup is not the reason why I eat pancakes. I actually like the batter the best, so that's why I go for it. But anyway, how you doing, Hercules? How have things been? I know I was trying to check on you earlier, see if everything went okay through the storms. Then I got pretty busy for the rest of the day, but I see you said no wind, so that's good. But yeah, I was just a little bit worried. I don't really have family down in that. I used to have family that lived in Pensacola, but they haven't lived there for quite a while now. So yeah, I just thought I'd check in. I was hoping everything was well. I don't discriminate. I love flapjacks, period. That's fair enough. That's true. I'm not going to turn down a waffle just because it's not a pancake. That's fair. Oh. All right, I'm going to go ahead and bring you guys into the game. I pick waffles, like you said, the amount of syrup they hold. I gotcha. I gotcha. If you're a big syrup fan, then waffles are going to be your go-to. No doubt. No doubt. Yeah, I'm just still holding out, like, weather-wise here. It's been absolutely uncomfortable. So we're supposed to get, like, a little bit of a break here soon. I just don't know if it's going to happen because they keep predicting it's going to cool off, and then it just hasn't. So, but yeah. Oh. CGG, are you here? Are you here? Hello? Emma, thank you so much for that subscription. Your second month now. When I was dropped into your stream last week, I was looking for the equivalent button on your screen, and I wasn't able to find it. So if there's a way that I can help you in the same way you've been supporting me, please direct me to that, all right? Because I absolutely would love to. And in fact, 1:15 a.m. my alarm is set to go off in 6 hours, and I can't sleep. Oh, no. Well, maybe I can play boring enough to make you go to sleep. That should be the goal, right? So that is... I just put the link in the chat. That is Emma's YouTube channel. I believe that that's still correct, even though she changed her name on YouTube. I believe that will still take you to the same place. Am I right on that, Emma? There is. I just won't tell you. No, you need to tell me. You need to tell me. I need to know this. I need to know this. Otherwise, I'm just going to come in and I'm just going to do like a straight donation. I'm going to figure some way out, so you better tell me. Either way, it's not going to change things. So, but anyway, I'm very thankful for that, Emma. So, it's great to chat with you too. So, not in 6 hours, sorry, in 4 hours. Oh, okay, so you're under the 5 hour mark now. It didn't work. I'll figure something out. So then, can I just change crap to chaotic? Would that work? Would that take you to the right place? Or take us to the right place? All right. You join as a channel member. It's the new name for a sponsor. Yeah, and I was looking for like the join button or whatever, and it wasn't showing up for me. Maybe I'm pretty sure I was logged in. Huh. All right. Well, at any rate, if you guys want to find Emma, her YouTube channel is just replace the crap in Crap Gamer Girl for chaotic. So it is Chaotic Gamer Girl. All right. YouTube gaming. Oh, okay. You know what? I might have actually been watching it through YouTube. That might be it. That's a good point. All right. We are currently this dude. is suffering because a Heim has attached itself to him. And he's actually a Jarl. That's kind of the big deal about it. Let's take a look at this quest. Udalric, he's a Jarl. And basically, this has been the mission that Saris is like, I'm going to become worthy of the throne by helping out Udalric. So we've decided to help her in this quest. And this Heim is basically causing him to mutilate himself. He believes he's being whispered to by the gods, which is not the case. He's being tricked. So I was off work sick yesterday, got home at 11:15 a.m. after being sent home and slept for 4 hours, which is why I'm oh, okay. Yeah, 4-hour naps are oh, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. 4-hour naps are definitely they're kind of nice sometimes. Although I do hate napping. I just hate that it feels like I wasted my day. But yeah, it makes it really, really difficult to actually get back on your sleeping schedule. No doubt. I don't know exactly what I'm looking for down here. I saw the furnace upstairs. I must have to interact with that first. So, Emma, other than being sick recently, how are the other things going? Ooh, hi, hello. Hello, I don't even know how to pronounce your name because it's just a bunch of O's and an underscore. So I'm going to say ooh. How's that? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. We're playing some Witcher 3 tonight for Witcher Wednesday. Okay, I definitely... We'll light some candles down here or something. We gotta liven this place up so we can actually see. Maybe that'll help. Channel just hit 1,318 subs. Just wish I could sleep right now. Well, hey, that's awesome. That's awesome. How has Grand Theft Auto been treating you? I saw you've been playing that lately. I actually saw it went on sale on PC, but a lot of people have been having issues, I think, with it playing right. So I decided not to get it just yet, but I might at some point. All right, so the basement's about as well lit as we can get it now. It does say for us to go up, so maybe we just need to go look upstairs more. My GTA stream got over 900 views, but recently the streams got like 100. So I think that 900 one was just a fluke. I mean, that's pretty awesome, though. Oh, here we go. Sorry, it took me forever just to find this dang room for whatever reason. Not to find it, but I didn't think this was the place I started out. This is how you knew. This is how you know the Heim is just a total butthole. Trying to make us think that Ciri's dead on a couch in here. Oh, the game audio? Whoa, that's weird. You're right about that. Hang on a sec. I will fix that real quick. After some time, I think I'm going to go with Waffles. Okay, all right. And how come? That's really weird. I see that you guys are right about that. I just don't know why the game volume was muted. It should be better now. Should be better now. All right, is that better? I know we're not actually doing anything right now. How's that? I think you guys can hear the wheel now. Actually, pancakes? All right, well, let's talk this out, ooh. Let's talk it out. What? Oh, Saris, what are you doing in here? I thought I told her to stay out.
7 years of bad luck for the fool who shattered this.
More gooder. Nice. Thanks, Hercules. Thanks for helping me out with that, Hercules. I don't know why the game volume just muted itself all, like...
Cradle.
It's kind of weird.
Belonged to Udalric or Aki.
Geralt, got an idea.
All right, we gotta talk to Saris real. Gosh. So we decided we were gonna try to trick the Heim.
Geralt!
Where's she at? Oh, she went outside. We were gonna try to trick the Heim to scare him away. 'Cause there was only two ways. You gotta either fight him or trick him.
Come up with anything?
Yes, I have a plan. One that just might work.
Can I get any details?
You've got to wait for me here. I won't be long.
Anything else?
I used to prefer waffles because they could be crispy, but I think now if I'd rather have pancakes since we have the best. We do have the best pancake recipe. If you guys want it, all you have to do is send me a check for $50. I'm kidding. If you guys want a pancake recipe, I will share it with you. It's great. So we gotta trust her, and we do trust. Saris is a very reasonable
Hope you
individual.
know what you're doing.
So do I. So, can we start?
If we're being honest, she's the better option for the hierarch here. Yeah, let's start.
I'm ready.
All right, I'll be back soon. In the meantime,
132 followers. I can't remember what you were on that first day. That day I first came in, but it was under 100. Oh, when you first came in, I had probably like 10. Yeah, I had probably like 10 followers. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Oh, you're delayed?
She's running to the old house. Grab her.
Oh, $500. Okay. All right, you're in. Ooh, you got it.
You must put him in the oven. Trust me.
Take care not to hurt the child.
I've got to put this baby in the
Give
oven.
me the babe.
In the oven. Throw him in the oven.
Put baby in the oven. I trust Saris. Oh my gosh. Wasn't it like your first day streaming that I came in? Pretty dang close. Pretty dang close. I think if you do exclamation following, I want to say, you should be able to find out how long ago that was. Anybody can do that, by the way, just to see how long you've been following me for. What am I doing? Guys, this isn't how I fight. This isn't how I fight groups of people. That's how I fight groups of people. Oh, this is your different account. This is your different account, Emma. That's why it's only 1 month. That's weird. I was like, that's not right. You got to follow me first, I guess, to get that started. So, I just killed his followers. That is not a good way to make friends. I'll explain what's happening here for those of you guys that aren't familiar, but I'll let this play out first. You can see the Heim went behind Geralt here. Let's just pretend it was day one, as it was pretty close. It was at least within the first probably week or two. But probably first week. Genius.
Aki.
I think they somehow pulled the baby through on the other side. That's my guess on this little magic trick they
committed
pulled.
no crime. You'll find neither despair nor guilt here. Only shock and relief. You've been tricked. You must go.
All right. I'll explain this, because this would be very confusing if you just walked in.
It's over.
Over.
How long you been streaming now?
We tricked the Heim.
Good question.
It thought I'd killed your child, abandoned you to hunt me.
Started regularly, at least somewhat regularly in October.
Babe was whole,
So it's been almost a
unharmed.
year now.
It had to go. You're free, Jarl.
But like an actual dedicated schedule, it's not been super long.
The Heim's
Like a
gone,
dedicated
so
schedule
the
that I
voices
set and
that
I've stuck
tortured
to
you.
every time for months at a time. That's
Let's
been
get outta
probably
here.
closer to 5 months. So, what you gonna do for your streaming
What's
B-Day?
My
I don't
head's
know.
Spinning. I'm spinning in
I
a
really don't
maelstrom.
know. I haven't thought that far.
You said it was over.
That's just fatigue. In time, his mind will return to normal.
Get a new camera. I wish.
What
I
will
don't even
do
know.
now?
Like, I don't know what's wrong with this. It works great until it doesn't, and then. Oh gosh! Happy birthday. You're about a month, almost a month early, I'd say, but thank you.
You're disoriented, but don't worry, it'll pass.
I feel as if someone's torn something from me.
That's normal. The Heim was a parasite. Bonds between parasites and hosts can be strong.
Let me try and log into my
That's
old
why you
account.
feel
All
empty
right,
now.
go for it.
Give it a few days, weeks, you'll be fine.
I think
Thank you.
you also could.
Farewell.
I think you can change names of accounts too, as we've seen from our dear friend Slapshot. He's changed his name like 10 times now. Or Professor DW, as some of
I'll
us
go with him. He seems confused.
affectionately know him.
Good idea. Then what? What are your plans?
I'll stay a few days, make sure he's healthy. And you? Gonna stay on speaker rog?
Yeah.
Don't know yet. Gotta gather my thoughts.
Actually, I'm going to probably go back to Ard
I'm
Skellig.
sure Yennefer must be growing impatient.
Why are you even interested?
What is it with you and Yennefer? Mentioned her several times
I
already.
just let Yen down easy.
I've just noticed that you're often of one mind.
Saying I'm henpecked.
Not that you're especially different. Seems to happen to all men. Take a rowdy Skelliger, a brave knight, or a tough witcher. You all end up wrapped around some woman's finger. Though I will admit you're not all bad. You trusted me, a complete stranger nearly. Few would have had the courage.
Appreciate it if you didn't tell everybody in the Isles. They'll think I enjoy being dominated.
Oh, gosh. That's kind of
Farewell,
a
See
interesting...
you, Saris.
All right, so what just happened there at the end was basically, yeah, a little bit of a different... Oh, there you go. 10 months, 4 weeks, 2 days. Yeah, so which is pretty much 11 months. It's pretty much 11 months. And like I said, October is roughly when I started, so it was very early on. Hercules and, let's see, yeah, Hercules has been around since almost day one as well. When I started the Part-Timers Gaming Club, he was around for that. Only 5 months from the missus. Sad face. OG, yep. So what happened there was Udalric, like I said, Udalric was possessed by a Heim, and what a Heim does is basically it's a parasite that lives like on the life force of another person, and they live on fear and guilt, basically the fear and guilt of another person, and so basically, yeah, pretty close, definitely. What they do is they basically cause the person to injure themselves, to be more guilty and more like painful and stuff. And so they just get stronger and stronger, and what they do is they don't want their host to die, so they just basically have them mutilate themselves. Why, I don't know, but was that the name of the guy from last? No. No. Uhtred. Uhtred was his name from Last Kingdom. Yep. Uhtred von something. Yeah. Uhtred of... Uhtred, son of Uhtred. But anyway, so what we had to do, there were two choices there. We could either... First choice was to basically lure the Heim into a fight and then beat him by, like, just physically dominating him. But the problem with that is that the Heim, when it dies, it has a chance of taking the host with it. So we run the risk of killing Udalric as well. The second option was basically to lure the Heim out of Udalric's body and basically catch it in a trick where it just gets super weak. And that's what we ended up doing. So what happened was, as I said, the Heim feeds... You're back. All right. Well, we are still here. So the Heim feeds on the guilt and like the guilt and despair of people. And so what happened was basically Saris told Geralt to throw a brand new baby into an oven, which seemingly killed it. And so Geralt felt terrible, very guilty. So the Heim goes to basically leave Udalric, and it sees a stronger host in Geralt. And it goes to go take over Geralt, but he didn't actually do anything that he didn't know. He felt truly guilty. He didn't know what happened to the baby. So, but he didn't actually do anything bad. So the Heim then is basically stuck without a host, and now it's very weak, and they can send it off. So that's what just happened. It's very confusing if you just happen to step in just as that was taking place. But that's what happened. Heims are they're very they're gross, man. They live on people's just terrible feelings. So, but yeah. So what we're going to do now is we've got, there were 2 of Croc's children are vying for the throne. It was one of my favorite quests in the entire game. Oh yeah, that one we just did. 2 of Croc's children are vying for the throne of Skellige. And so we just helped Saris in her quest. Nice. I didn't know that, Hercules. That is a good one. It's pretty... I feel like it reminds me of some other, like, tale. I don't know. I don't know what I'm thinking of. But here's what we're going to do. This is a little bit... We got a lot of traveling to do here. So we're going to go to Ronveg. And we're going to basically just kind of trek our way down the coastline and hop in a boat. But now... So Saris was his daughter. She wants to be queen of Skellige. Which she would make a great queen, by the way. But her brother he's also vying for king. And you can only have one ruler. So basically now we're going to help him on his quest so that he also seems worthy. But this is basically a little side arc that actually affects some of the overarching storyline. So that's why we're going to go ahead and take care of it. It's pretty important. So Battlefield 5 open beta tomorrow. Going to play it as it was the first game I ever streamed, but it's had some bad reviews. Oh, has it? I honestly have not been paying any attention. I've almost like, I don't mean to sound like a snob, but I've almost totally lost interest in first-person shooters. At least on a multiplayer scale. They just all play so similar to me. Though I did just buy pretty recently, within the last like 2 weeks or so, I bought Battlefront 2. That's a little bit of a different one because it's got a Star Wars skin to it, and you can pretty much sell me on most things Star Wars. So I guess that's where I'm a little different. It was also $9, so it's hard to pass up a $9 game that you've been interested in trying out. Did you ever get Far Cry 5? I didn't. Am I missing out? I can't remember. I thought you said that you didn't enjoy it as much as you hoped you would. Is that right? Did I, or maybe you got some DLC. Did that change your mind? I've watched a few streamers playing the closed beta for it. I took my eyes off the road and I went just in the middle of town here. Been pretty good, so hopefully it'll be a good one. Yeah, I don't wish for games to suck. I'll be honest, even though I don't play them. I've got a good friend of mine who's a big Battlefield fan, and I'm sure he's going to be keeping a close eye on it. So, Spider-Man soon. Did you buy a PS4? I know, it's coming out Friday. Man, to answer your question, no. I almost, like, I don't know if I told you this, Emma. I had the Spider-Man, like, limited edition. Oh, geez. Where are we? Where in God's name are we? This is not the direction we were supposed to head. Although, yeah, we did get 2 other markers. We need to come down over here. So let's put a little marker. But yeah, I actually had a limited edition Spider-Man PS4 in my cart. All I had to do, I had my payment information loaded. All I had to do was hit order, confirm order. and I would have been the owner of a PlayStation 4. And then I was like, it's just so much money. So I backed it out, and I did not place that purchase. So short story long, no, I don't have a PS4. I thought Far Cry 5 was awesome, but that's just me. And Emma just said it was shit. Well, you know, that's the thing. They're like, people have different tastes, you know? So you could have like, you could have a game that somebody else thinks is complete garbage and you love it. Like for me, it's Fortnite. I think that game's trash, but I respect that people like it, and that's fine that they like it. All right, where did this boat go? Damn it. Sorry, Emma. Sorry. It's going to happen someday. I just don't know when that day is going to be. And I know that doesn't help you out very much, but I agree on Fortnite. Yeah, you know, I think we talked about this before, Hercules. Man, like, when gaming time is precious, you just feel like you have to spend that time on something that is really, really worthwhile. And I've found that in RPGs more than anything else, because I don't just want gameplay, you know. I want a good narrative too. So it's part of the way that you can, like, I don't know. I don't know if immersiveness is the right word, but like an immersion. But like, I want to be able to like kind of venture to a different place, you know. And I don't like Fortnite. I don't really want to go to Cartoon Land. Like, that just doesn't interest me. And I don't know. It's just, yeah. Far Cry 5 was too much like Ghost Recon, and while I liked Ghost Recon, that wasn't how I wanted to play Far Cry. Fair enough. On the like Ubisoft front, a lot of their games are just too similar for me. So I think I told you this before, Emma, but like, I wanted to take a break before playing Far Cry 5, because I had played Far Cry 4, and then a couple months later I had played Primal. And so I kind of just felt like I wanted to take a little bit of time off. And then I thought when I found a good sale on Far Cry 5, I'd probably pull the trigger for it. So Fortnite is trash. I know, yeah, I love a good story. Definitely, man, definitely. It's just, and for me, it's perfect. You know, like, if I just feel like RPGs have that extra element where, you know, like I said, I can stream an RPG and talk to awesome people, you know, like that's what it's all about for me. So, whereas like if I was playing Fortnite, it's just a little bit too, there are never any lulls necessarily in gameplay. So for trying to chat with cool people and get to know people, it's not really ideal for that. So that's kind of another reason why I've definitely leaned toward these RPGs. So I think the pacing is perfect for that. All right, I guess we're just gonna kind of, let's see. Do we want to go around to a different part of the island here? Nah, we're just gonna go ahead and dock. Although I do need to go around this peninsula here. I like linear stories where you can really see the character grow, but in Ghost Recon and Far Cry 5, you could jump around the map to whatever boss, however you wanted, and I didn't want that. I gotcha. Yeah, I like progression. Oh, whew. Thanks. I like progression, but I also like freedom at the same time. So if you can get both progression and freedom, chances are, with a decent narrative, chances are I'm going to like your game, you know? It worked in Ghost Recon, but Far Cry has thrived on a more linear story. It has, like, unlocking certain weapons and basically even like climbing watchtowers and stuff like that to clear part of your map is still somewhat linear in a way. But yeah, blessed art thou. Thank you, Hercules. The missus has been sick the last few days, and I believe that she has finally passed on whatever blight she had onto me, so I'm real thankful for that. Oh, did we land in the haunted town? I think we did. What is this town called? There's one town, Marlin Coast. 'Cause if you guys notice, there is pretty much nobody around here. I think this is like a ghost town. Yeah. Far Cry 3 had progression and freedom, as did 4. They did. And I just found the storyline of 3 to be far superior to 4. Which I think a lot of people liked 4 better, but I know you and I are on the same wavelength there, Emma. Alright, so, let's see, is this... We're exploring the ruins of Urskar. I don't know if this whole island is called Undvik. Is that what it is? But basically, it's kind of it's real dangerous, this island we're on. Basically, Hjalmar came out here to find a giant to kill. That was his, like, worthiness quest. And nobody's heard from him in a while, so I'm basically going to go check on him. As you can see, this island is pretty much empty. Except for monsters. Totally agree with 3. I would love to see a return to Rook Island in 6, but I don't think they ever will. Yeah, I would be surprised. I would love it if they remade 3. That'd be pretty cool. I think they remade 1, but I'm trying to remember if they remade 2. I think they're kind of starting to work their way through them. So here's the giant. Here's the giant, so that's obviously not a good sign. We have not found Hjalmar, but we did find the giant, so... Classic mode doesn't work on PS4. The buttons sometimes aren't responsive. You'll try to heal and nothing happens. End up smacking it frantically in a fight. Classic edition, I meant, of Far Cry 3. Oh, did they do something... Did they do something where they bundled Far Cry 3 with Far Cry 5? I can't remember the whole deal surrounding that. Alright, so our two current options are to explore the ruins and the boat's hull. So right now, let's see where those two are even at. So these are the boat ruins here, and then this is the town that he was basically last known to be in, Urskar. And here are some sirens. Somebody is singing from inside that boat. If you got the gold edition of 5, you could play 3, and it was called Far Cry 3 Classic Edition, but the buttons didn't work properly, and it was very annoying. Autocorrect on my phone. I got you. No worries. Most of the time I can understand. Not all the time, but mostly decipher autocorrects. Somebody is singing while I'm just fighting these sirens NBD, guys. There's still one more. There it is. There was some sort of mission we could do at some point. That gave us basically this horn, and any sort of flying enemies, it would drop them out of the sky. Did we cut her like straight in half? We sure did. Wow. Half of her is monster over there, and half of her is now like beautiful siren. It's kind of funny. Gonna try and get some sleep, but gonna keep the stream open. Alarm goes off in 4 hours and 15 minutes. Dang. Well, thanks for stopping in, Emma, and thanks for that second month subscription. I definitely appreciate it. And I'm glad you got to stop in, even if it was for a short while. I'm gonna, like I said, I stopped in this weekend, but I'm gonna find some time where I can come into another one of yours. I feel like giving up on sleep and staying here, but I will struggle. Yeah, don't do that. don't do that. It's not worth it to watch us kill some crappy sirens. Gosh, so slow on the pull on that. Hope you can fall asleep. Definitely. I'll be back Friday for sure this time. All right. Yeah. Well, cool. We'll be here. We'll be here. We're gonna be back into Oblivion, possibly even some Borderlands 2. I got to check on that to be sure, but yeah, we'll look forward to it. And good night, Emma. Hope you're able to get a little bit of rest.
I long.
There we go. We could just jump up. I was trying to climb. All right, so now it says explore the boat's hull and talk to the stranger. I'm trying to... Is it C? C? V. There we go. This is Octo. Let's see what he has to
I
say.
know that song. What are you doing here?
Look, man. Another one. And so many times I've told him. What's that you say, Wilfred? Right you are. They never learn. At least this one heard a song before he died.
Looks like he's talking to a skull on a stick named Wilfred.
Who were these men?
My crew. They swore never to leave me. Kept their word. Tall one's Wilmar. Wilfred's to his right. And the lad with the stutter's Wilhelm.
Stutter
Why
because he
do
doesn't
you
have a lower jaw,
and your
I
crew
presume. I don't
stay?
know.
We cannot leave. If we ventured it again, the giant would kill us all. Like he did the others.
Why'd the giant spare you?
Me and my crew and the sirens. We're helping him build a longship. I sew the sails and run away at times, and then the sirens fly out and bring me back.
Why does he need a ship? Where's he want to
Sirens
go?
won't be bringing anything back now.
Promise not
They
to
dead.
tell no one. I trust my men to take the secret to their graves. But you...
Promise, won't tell anyone.
Fine then. The giant's going to sail her out to defeat the gods come Ragnarok. The final battle for the world's end. She'll soon be ready.
Alright, so they're talking about, like, they're trying to help this guy build this giant boat that we're in so that he can sail during Ragnarok, which is the end of the world for the Skelligans.
Not much game here, but I saw the giant give you food. Where's he get it?
Don't know, don't ask. Food suits me. Suits my crew.
Over there, on the ground. Hand's got bite marks on it.
What? Where? Wilmar, damn it. You're supposed to clean up. Couldn't keep a secret if your life depended on it. We had a choice. They had her starved to death. And I didn't force anyone. You know, whole crew voted in favor.
Giant looks a lot like the ones in WoW. Oh, does he? I think this is an ice giant, I believe is what they're called. Looking for Hjalmar.
I'm looking for Hjalmar on Crate. Word is he came to this isle with a crew. Aimed to defeat the giant.
Oh, aye, saw him. As did Wilmar.
So this dude's been eating his crew, and he claims that
Wilmar's got eyes like
they
a
gave him
hawk.
permission for that.
They stood
That
where you stand
they
now.
would rather die
Poor
to be
shit
his
they were in.
food than let him
He's
starve
the
to
red,
death.
Fallen Viggy. Just between you and me, that boy's not quite right in the head. Oh, the young on Crate was here too.
They say where they were headed?
Did they, Wilmar? Oh, aye. Aim to make camp in the old guard tower. Easy enough to find. Stands in the middle of a valley, garden, absolutely nothing.
Try to come back for you once I've found Hjalmar.
Sound awfully sure you'll find him? Maybe you can kill the giant while you're at it, all on your own.
I can,
They're
actually, and I
deceived,
will.
Man, aren't they, Wilhelm? All think themselves immortal.
Gotta go. So long.
Hey, if you really aim to return, mind bring me some solid twine. You're like to find it in the village. And nails.
He's got
Short one
tattoos all
nails.
over his legs.
Can
I
you
just now
remember
noticed that.
Nails and
Every
twine.
inch of his
I'll
skin.
remember.
Dang. Alright, so I said I would come back after I find Hjalmar. I don't know if that's really the truth. I don't know that I'm going to do that. I didn't necessarily mean to give him false hope, but I might have. Dang, look at this guy. What's up, Kyle? What's up, man? Look at me. Look at you, man. Look at you. Oh, just trying to survive. It's been a little bit of a heat wave. But it's been good.
Hjalmar's encampment.
It's been good.
They were
There's been
attacked.
a lot of positive change lately. Like last week, I had a pretty exciting week.
Broken back.
So,
As if he fell from
Yeah.
a height. Many wounds. Must have fought for a long time.
we're currently
Taken by surprise. But they fought off the attack.
exploring the
I need
camp
more
that
clues.
Hjalmar would have set up in.
Search the perimeter. Several men. Dragged a boat north. Two people came through here. Separately. These tracks are older. Somebody left the camp before the attack.
So we're potentially looking for somebody who went out for food, or maybe even a deserter. But somebody who most likely is still alive. Yeah, I know. I know. Where do they get off? Wait, it still says... It's actually still showing me looking for stuff over here. Hang on a sec. I gotta... Maybe they want me to explore all the way back here. We still have in our journal to look at the village where he was thought to have been originally, which is Urskar. Right now we're kind of putting that on the back burner for more recent updates. So here's the boat. Can't really investigate that, but this looks like a dead person.
Hjalmar's man. Bled to death while trying to escape. Wonder what happened to his cohorts.
And that did not turn out well for him. Actually, looks like we're still wanted over here. This is Urskar. This is the town that he was supposedly in, and it's looking pretty not good. First thing we see is a guy who's impaled on a giant spike.
Signs of a battle. Giant chased them.
This is currently we're following. I think we're supposed to be following a blood trail right now. Oh, there it is. Okay, some footprints. So anything new, Kyle? Anything happening? You guys, we're doing some projects like building that Nerf wall a while ago, which is pretty awesome. Work been going okay? Life been going okay? Do you like waffles or pancakes? You know, just the typical questions you ask your friends.
Need to find another way.
We got the fix for that. Bam! And it's back. Thanks, Hercules. Figured out a way to
Giant
fix it a
tried
little
to
bit
get
quicker.
inside.
So,
Looks like he gave up.
thanks for the heads up. Still don't know what causes that. Never will. I've pretty much given up on that. Given up on finding out how to stop it from happening, so now we just basically have a quick fix in. I've tried pretty much everything. Pretty much everything. So, we're on to full-out, like, damage control.
It's deep enough. Shouldn't hit bottom.
Oh, heck yeah, we're about to... Hang on a sec. We're gonna save just in case I miss somehow. We're gonna get a running start into this pool. Oh, yeah. Actually, now that I think of it, this might be the mission I was referencing. I don't know now. There might be a horn somewhere in this mission where we can basically blow it whenever there are flying enemies, and it will knock them out of the ground. I'm not 100% sure, but... Are you doing like a superstar mode? Yes. Nice. I couldn't remember what it was called. I don't know if we lost a trail here. There might have been a trail we were supposed to follow. Let's see. Let's change our objectives here. So we have... All of these are at least 89 meters away.
Clean cut. Ed probably went flying.
Something cut this guy's... Or this, harpy's head clean off. And here's a dead fellow.
Fought to the bitter end.
Huh. Right, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and climb this little... There's some gold in these, hills. Why we're not grabbing a pickaxe, but...
Sliced her up. 2 men, looks like. Rest of the crew went on. Wonder how many were left.
Here's another would you rather. Popcorn or chips? Most of the time, probably popcorn, I would say.
Hjalmar lost a lot of men here.
Been on a popcorn kick lately, though, we have, so... Oh, look at this! Some popcorn. Where'd that come from? The bowl's kind of invisible, though, so that's weird. Definitely popcorn. All right, well, for you, Hercules, just reach through your screen and take it. Please? I don't know where we're headed. We're actually kind of blind in here. This is, I don't know why we went down to the bottom. Yes.
Tunnel caved in.
Maybe we're on the wrong objective, though. No, still, like, none of these are showing as where we're supposed to be right now. Now I want popcorn. We've got a lot of mad harpies here. Ooh. Just kind of obliterated that one. So this was just like some sort of harpy nest. I don't really, like I said, I don't really know why we're here currently. I thought that I guess I thought that we were going to be heading or looking for some people that would have been with Hjalmar. Ooh, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Hit the wrong button. I almost jumped off the edge. I just don't know what we're supposed to be looking for in here. I think there's something of value in here. Otherwise, we wouldn't still be here. It let us in here. It just didn't really tell us where to go once we got here. Okay, so we came up here for some hardened leather, apparently. Or maybe an exit. Maybe. Let's try... Let's try drinking a cat potion. Ooh, an enhanced cat potion. I want to be able to see a little better.
Shot half a quiver into her.
So we're still finding all these dead harpies as we continue through this cave. But again, I don't know the point. I don't know if this is just... We might be onto like a side mission even. It's possible. That's a really... A lot happened in that chest. And we took every item out of it. Devourers are basically, if I remember correctly, they're basically the same as the necrophages, meaning they kind of explode when they get to low health, which is not good for your health. That is another just very like valuable. Holy crap! Yeah, this is just a barrel. Very valuable stuff in these last couple containers we've looked in. So I guess it's kind of a good thing so far. We came this way, but I don't know what the end game is.
Damn it.
Get out of the way. Yeah, see how much they kind of flail like the chicken guy. They're pretty, well, they're pretty gross. They're pretty disgusting, and they do a lot of damage. Like I almost died.
Split her in two.
I would have died had both of them exploded on me like that, but only one of them did. All right, so we found the entrance to whatever this place is. Which is now an exit for us. Oil and goat hides. Yeah, okay, cool. So let's take a look. We might have some things we need to look at here. Heavy armor, heavy armor. We got some boots, which I believe are light armor. Yeah, they're better than our boots, but we don't wear light armor. Yeah, we're not gonna drop that just yet. How's your day been, Nick? Inkling, thanks for asking. My day has been pretty good, pretty good. I got a little bit of work done today for work. It's actually been a little bit of a slow last couple days, but it's been okay for me because prior to that it was insanely busy. So we're starting to slow down for a little bit. I don't think it's going to stay very slow, but yeah. Oh, nice! You got some popcorn, Hercules. Awesome. Enjoy it, good sir. So we just came out on the other side of this tunnel, and I don't really know where we're at now. Oh, wow. We're at a forge. This is interesting. Anyway, after work, went to cross-country practice. It was very hot. It was in the 90s here today, and we had a lot of running to do today, in particular. So it was our highest mileage day of the week. So it was tough. It was tough, but it was good. Also, my brother-in-law got into
John's
town,
pantry.
avoiding the storm that I was hoping Hercules was also able to avoid, and it turns out he was. So
Recruited quite a few men.
after practice, we went
Hjalmar
to
here,
go
though.
see some family. I
Gotta
hopped in the
keep
pool
looking.
for literally
Hjalmar
a
came
minute,
through here.
and
Had to.
we ate and chatted a little bit. So it's been a good day. How about you, Inkling? What's been going on in Inkling's world? All right, we found a lot of dead people that belong to Hjalmar's group. So I don't know that we were necessarily led directly here, but we kind of happened to find a pretty important place. And there are a bunch of devourers in here. I'm hoping... I was going to say, if I can catch them... Oh, man, they're so disgusting. About to die, about to die, about to die, and I haven't saved in forever. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Kind of just trying to wipe out these devourers. I was hoping I could get them all to come out kind of single file. That sort of happened, but I wanted them to come out a little bit more together so that I could hit them with all these ignies. And thankfully we didn't die, because like I said, I have not saved in a long time, so I'm going to save. What are we doing here? Are we finding Hjalmar? Yeah, we're trying to find Hjalmar here. Hjalmar, are you here? Why can't we just call out to him? Finding a bunch of florins on a bunch of people who have been dead for a very long time. Huh. Well. Ooh, lesser glyph and just a random crate. That's not bad. Hope your popcorn is as good as ours. That kind of sounds like bragging. Our popcorn, did you use the... Well, only kinda. Did you use the popper? So, we have a popcorn popper that looks like a little tiny movie theater type popper. It's not great for the, like, it kind of gets stuck sometimes, like the kernels can't
Show
all
me a pantry
pop
and
out,
I'll show
but
you the mice.
it does make some good popcorn. It does. What's been going on in my world? Surfing on Wii U. Sad not having a Nintendo Switch. Well, if it makes you feel any better, I also don't have a Nintendo Switch. Those are pretty cool gadgets, though, I gotta say. Microwave, but still really good. I think we still have some microwave bags, actually. Not too many, but I think we have a couple. Whenever I get the microwave stuff, I get the extreme butter ones, and they're good. It's good. They're not good for you, but no, it's really good. It really is good. You're just trying to be a popcorn snob all of a sudden. All your popcorn's too good for me now. I mean, the stuff we have. Where is this guy? What do I gotta find? Is it out back here? Oh, there's some stuff back here. Wonders of Zeracania? No, that's not gonna do it. There are these dead people that we can't investigate. I got the caramel corn. I'm out of movie theater butters. Oh, okay. Nice. We ordered some popcorn as part of a fundraiser for the school I coach at. We haven't seen it yet though. I don't know when it comes in. We got some a chocolatey flavor, and I don't remember what the other flavor was. It might have been a caramel corn. I don't remember. All I know is I got overruled. I wanted some cheddar popcorn, and you know she doesn't really like cheddar, so she's like, "No, don't get that." So, or then she gave me one of those things where it was like, "Oh, get what you want," and I'm like, "Okay," so I know what that means. Get what we actually both want, instead of what I want. So that's what I did. But they'll be good. I don't know when they're coming in.
Tracks. Giant must have come through here often.
I don't know that we're supposed to be following these giant tracks just yet. Ah, here's something we need to investigate. Hjalmar's footprints. All right. Still good choices. Yeah, I think they'll be tasty. It was some sort of like Chicago branded popcorn place. I don't know if I don't know if Chicago's got some sort of good recipe on popcorn. I don't know. I didn't know about that. Their pizza's pretty good in Chicago. Couldn't find an eye rolling emoji. Oh, I bet you were looking for a long time. I bet you were. Yeah, I bet you looked through every one of them. What was I supposed to find back here? I'm still following Hjalmar here. Dang, this dude is sending me on a heck of a chase here. Where is this dude? Holy cow. He ran so far away from the forge. It's about to storm on me, too. Looks like rain. Dwarf ruins.
Come on,
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, what? Had some sort of bomb equipped. I don't even remember doing that. Ooh, don't do that. Don't do that. I about fell down that whole cliff. Garrett, would you draw the dang bow, man? Just so not quick at that. Ooh. There we go. We just let Hjalmar take the kill there. He looks better that way. Nice. We actually don't kill very many enemies with the crossbow. This is our friend Hjalmar, or our new friend.
White One. If not for you, that might have taken me much longer. And I need to see Lake.
Oh, Poopery, what's up,
Just
man?
nearly ripped his innards out.
How you doing?
And we
How you
two
doing,
are
good
all that's
sir?
left of my crew. All right. You might not have heard. I'm Hjalmar on Crate, and I'll never forget you helping
What's
me.
been
in a time
going
of
on,
need.
man?
Geralt of Rivia.
Have things been well for you?
The Geralt of Rivia. Like in the ballad about the sorceress and the witcher. You're still alive.
Still alive?
Looks like it.
Of course, man.
Well, forgive me. Just thought that all happened long ago.
So I got my new phone
My
since my
dad
phone
used to
decided to
tell
take
me
a crap on
stories
me
of
the
your
other day.
adventures.
Ah, that sucks.
So,
How's the
what are
new
you
phone
doing
treating
in
you
London?
at least? Hopefully well. Prior to the current phone I have, which I got in December, I hadn't replaced my phone for quite some time. It was something new, at least.
Your crew, what happened to them?
It all started with a storm. You see, then came the blasted sirens. I had a Hornwall horn to drive them off.
Yeah, there we go. The
One
Hornwall
night
horn.
it
That's
just
what
disappeared.
we're kind of interested in.
Next morning, the giant ambushed us.
I had a
Crushed
Galaxy
half
Note
my
4. I
bed.
just picked up a Galaxy Note 8.
Hurled
Awesome.
Arvin
I had the
against
Galaxy Note
walls.
4
Tucked Biggie under his arm.
a while back, and I
Just
didn't
warm
actually
made
keep
deal.
it.
But I suppose if it had all
Funny
gone
story. I'll get to that in a
smoothly,
second. But I have the
we'd
Note
made
8
a
now.
dreadfully short ballad
So
about
we have
our
the same
heroic
phone.
adventures.
Thank
Seems
you.
more
More
doomed than heroic
magical
to me.
popcorn appeared.
No, that's just the gods looking to see what metal we're made of. They'll soon get their answer.
Your father sent me.
Your father sent me. He needs you on Ard Skellig.
Impossible. Dad knows I'll not return till I kill the giant.
Situation's changed. The fate of all Skellige will be decided on Ard Skellig. They're getting ready to choose a new king.
The fate of Skellig is being decided here. If I accomplish this deed, it'll mean the gods have chosen me to rule.
The other claimants are already waiting at Caer Trolda.
Seems I must hurry then. Time to face the giant.
So
Coming with?
he's here because he wants to be king. And we're trying to get him to leave so that he can claim the throne. But he's going to need to kill the giant in order to be seen worthy, so...
We should see to your friend.
Right. His wounds need tending.
Not what I meant. He's dead.
What? Nah, he's just unconscious. Lost a bit of blood, you know.
He's dead. Trust me.
Witcher always knows when the person's dead.
Swore he'd sink his blade into the giant's heart. Swore it on the bones of his ancestors. Let's go.
So, the Galaxy Note 4, let me tell you about this. This was a decision I made. It's been a few years now. It's been probably a little over 3 years. Yeah, it's been close to 4 years now. I had the Galaxy Note 4, and I actually sold it. And I sold it when it was still just a few months old. It was a phenomenal phone. It was the best phone on the market at the time. And I got rid of it.
Pick up the pace.
Just like
13 nails, what? And they're a quest item? I don't know how 13 nails are a quest item. But I sold the Note 4, and I went back to an old flip phone. That was a decision I had made because I thought, well, like, it was kind of... The smartphone was kind of ruining things for me. Like, at the time, I kept just wanting to look at my phone rather than having, like, actual
I'm telling you,
conversations.
plowing enormous
And
horse son
I
he
think
is.
So
I really,
heard.
like... I don't know. Basically, what I did is I had a flip phone for a full year. In the era of the smartphone, I had a flip phone for a full year. Like, going back from
Can't believe I finally got the
the
bastard.
smartphone... Where is this dude
Haven't
going?
gotten him
Is he
yet.
not... Is he not leading? I thought he was supposed to be leading, but I guess I'm leading. We found 22 nails. I don't know. But yeah, the idea was basically see what it's like to go back to a flip phone, see if like things improve. I noticed some better habits being formed when somebody would get my attention with a conversation. I would not really have a phone to look at during the conversation. So that kind of became a habit
Geralt, help
through
me
that.
smash that. We're sure to reach the giant's cave this
And
way.
I'm back on a smartphone now. I have the Note 8. I've been back on a smartphone for quite some time. But I feel like I learned a few things doing that. So if you've ever been thinking about it, I would recommend it. It was it simplified things for me. I'll put it that way. And I use my phone more than I need it. But I always try to. I've made a habit of if somebody's talking to me, unless it's like very urgent, for whatever reason, I don't have my phone out. I try to limit my time on as much as I can. Like I said, I could always do better, but it was interesting. And the Note 4 was a great phone. It was not at all because of the Note 4. So, and the Note 8 has been a great phone.
Careful now.
I still have the iPhone 6
One odd
Plus.
step
No need to
could
upgrade
wake
while
up.
this one still works just fine. Yeah, I mean, I plan to keep the Note 8 until it won't turn on for me anymore.
Hey, quick! Let me out before he wakes!
Key should be around here somewhere.
Wait. Know what they call Viggy? The loon. For good reason, too. Best he stay in there till we finish with the giant.
What? You out of your bloody mind, or Crate?
I thought he was your comrade.
He is. Which is how I know what he's like to do.
All right, we're gonna free him though. I don't want him to be
Let's
in a
free him.
cage.
Giant's pretty big. Looks pretty mean. We could use an extra blade.
Even one swung by a madman.
I heard that on Crate. Let me out right now.
Wait here. I'll look for the key.
All right, so we're sneaking around. There's a giant in here that's asleep. We're sneaking around, and we want to avoid snow because it makes a crunching sound under our feet. It is a good sound, but not when a giant is sleeping. What's that? There's something on the ground over... What are these things on the ground? Are they anything? No, maybe not. Maybe it's just weird light.
Even. No closer. He's mine. Hey, let me out, quick.
Shut up, Biggie. I'm trying to let you out, but you keep being loud. Keeps yelling at me to let him out, you know?
Thanks, brother. I remember that.
Let's get out of here.
Right. Just as soon as I kill him.
First time I played this, I thought he was telling Biggie to wait. Trying to set him on fire. Ooh. Look at that ugly mug. So looks like he's grabbing a boat anchor right now. That is his weapon of choice. Only reason I upgraded was because I couldn't turn on my phone. Yeah, I had some issues. My previous phone was actually the Mrs. old phone, and it was having trouble holding a charge for most of the day. So it still turned on. It just, dang, this fire is doing so much damage. Biggie might actually survive this. Oh, please don't be quick time. Please don't be quick time. I think they were. I honestly cannot remember now if there were any quick time events. Ooh, yum. Now you guys know what the inside of a ice giant looks like.
I knew we'd best him.
Viggy, you daft bastard.
Geralt's looking around like, guys, what is wrong with you?
Where are the others?
Thanks for your help, White Wolf. Geralt the Giant Slayer. I'll make sure the Skald said it in song.
Thanks.
Sure sounds better than the Butcher of Blaviken.
I did most of the damage,
So
let's
be
be
it.
honest. I caught the giant on
Let's get out of
fire.
here.
It's because of me. We need to take a look around, though.
Want to look around?
Surely there
some
should be
more.
some
In that
loot in
case,
here.
I'll meet you on the beach, near the port.
Loot. Some water, always a good find. Can't ever have too much water in this game. It's an excellent healing. Alright, and that was pretty underwhelming. Unless there's something... I didn't even check his body yet. Yeah, 477 crowns. Pretty big deal, so... I think we searched his body. All right, let's take a look at our journal again. So, as far as, let's see. Okay, if we go see Croc, that was for helping out his kids. He's going to reward us. Morkvarg is in here. I don't know that... I don't know. If we feel like we should really do that mission, we can. It doesn't really have much of an impact on our main story. So let's go back and find... We're going to go back and find Croc on Crate. And we're going to go see... This is all part of the Skellige Hierarch arc, for lack of a better word. What is this thing? It's just a tree. Okay. All right. We're going to check in with Croc. But we're getting pretty close to the time where we're going to have to throw our support behind somebody for the throne.
Master Geralt, a guard spotted you from the tower.
And I'm going to be honest.
Why was it
Ceres is
closed?
looking like the
Is
better
that from
option.
the Skellige
What do you guys think?
hospitality?
Me. 'Tis tradition. After the feast, the Jarls will choose the king, so the doors must remain closed. Only the sons and daughters of Skellige may stay in the castle.
Croc make an exception just for me?
All know what you did for Ceres and Hjalmar. Today, you're one of us.
I'm a Skelligan, at least for today.
Krakow waits.
How's the mood in there?
Calm. Too calm.
How's that?
We've an adage here in Skellige. At a good feast, mead and blood flow in equal measure. Surely you consider this barbaric on the continent, no?
Not sure. Sounds preferable to dull banquets garnished with court intrigue.
Yeah, Geralt is not a fan of banquets and fancy balls.
I've as much right to it as you do.
And I'd expect you to support me, not pinch my allies. If an uncrate's to wear the crown, it...
Should be you, because you've got fur growing on your chin, that it?
Show some of your own, and the Jarls just might listen to you.
Want your mug smacked? Remember, I was left standing last time we crossed fists.
Yeah? So you'll fight the Vilcards with me? Wonder who'll do better, you or Hjalmar the Giant Slayer?
Oh.
Stop your shite boasting.
Hjalmar's very fond of
Sarah.
himself.
Hey! Ah, damn it!
Mindhunter.
Bad way to play it out.
Think I don't know that? But you saw her, she's so...
Stubborn, fierce, mule-headed, refuses to listen to anyone.
Exactly!
Yeah. Who does that remind you of? Hjalmar.
True, Arnvald. Me and Ceres. Well, they're twins in that regard.
Don't see Krach. You talking to the Jarls?
No, went to his chambers. To prepare your promised reward, no doubt.
If you've a spell witcher, perhaps you'd fancy some fisticuffs with the Vilcards. Loosen up your joints after your journey.
Maybe later.
Did you sever his head? Head of a giant on your...
So I don't know much about the Vildcars, Carls, but I know that the Ancrates are not big fans of them, and they want to. Hjalmar wants to throw down a little bit, and I'm all for it.
Hjalmar, can you?
Seal shut!
Hey, Anubis, what's up? Hello to you. How you been? It's Hagrid. No kidding.
Take a look. Still got all my teeth?
Hagrid with some pierced nips.
Most of them did quite a number on you.
Why are you laughing? They'd
I
have
mean,
trashed you
maybe
too.
Hagrid has pierced
Doubt it.
nipples. I mean,
That's
I don't know.
so.
Never seen him
Care to
shirtless.
wager on it? Drop any one of the Vilcards.
Doing good?
I'll give you
Nice,
my
nice,
sword.
Anubis.
End up like
Anything
me,
new?
you part
What's
with
happening?
yours.
Who are these Vildcarls? I need to know.
Vildcarls. Who are they?
These wild men. Live in the hills.
Shepherds, then?
Aye, without the sheep. They live off killing, eat only what they hunt. And they fight like no one else.
Anubis, I have a question for you, too. Pancakes or waffles? Not much, to be honest. Just chilling. All right, that's cool, man. I don't blame you for that. That sounds pretty nice to me. That's a hard one. I know.
Sell your
I know,
fish till
isn't
they're
it?
in the boat, Wolf.
Heard you're taking on challengers in fistfights.
Whatever kind of waffles you want.
Ain't none a challenge to us.
We're here to hit. Hit till
Or
our
whatever kind of
fists are
pancakes
red
you
with
want.
blood.
Either way.
Let's do this.
Gladly.
Belgian waffles are the best. All right. Oh, that's so. Can't just come at me without me even having control yet. That's not right.
Damn it.
The thing about the Vildcarls, you have to get really good at parrying. And it's kind of tough when they throw those real quick jabs.
You'll beg for death.
I might lose this fight. Don't hate me, guys. I'm doing my best. Belgian waffles are good AF. Yeah, I was explaining earlier how my favorite, I usually go for nice, we beat him up. Oh, did not want to see that upskirt shot of him in his kilt.
You hit good. Hard.
They have a very extensive vocabulary, as you guys can tell, too. Those Vildcarls. Yeah, pancakes. I generally lean more towards pancakes because I like the fluffiness,
Well,
and
lost
I
the
also
ranger.
like the batter is my favorite part of it. So
I don't even mind. Here,
this dude looks like he's on a mission. Oh, he is. He is. He's trying to become king of Skellige.
Soon as the mood strikes,
Well, that guy is Hjalmar, the guy we just talked to with the bloody nose.
trusty axe.
The guy with the pierced nipples, he might be on a mission. I don't know what it is, other than just to fight.
Something I've always wondered. What are you creatures do once
There's
they're
another.
basilisks, lashing with giants.
What's going on here? Just a quest, okay. He's on a mission to swing from his nipple rings.
Heard you're taking on challengers in fistfights.
Challengers? Nah, ain't none a challenge to us.
Uh-oh.
We're here to hit.
Just a bit goofy, mean no harm. You're good, you're good. Although, do I have to fight these guys at the same time?
Let's do this.
Gladly.
That'll be tough. This is the same guy I just fought. I might have gotten lucky because it is very difficult to parry them. You got this. Thank you for the confidence. I appreciate that. I'm going to do my dang best. Fighting is not my, fist fighting is not my forte in this game. I know in the past I've really struggled to get the parrying timing down. Oh, we got him again. Gotta hit the gym.
You hit good. Hard.
Hard. Let's go next. I guess I'm going to try to go through like a gauntlet right now.
Just warming up. Well, what are you waiting for? Go call the next one.
It is a new guy. We do have a new health bar. That's good. Wake up, Geralt. What the heck?
Come on, come closer.
This guy throws a lot more quick jabs, and I'm parrying, but it's just not... I'm probably hitting it too often. Let's see if I can... I got stuck on the invisible wall there. Yeah, I'm getting my butt kicked now. Alright, basically we can't get hit again. That was pathetic, guys. I was terrible at that. I was terrible at that one.
You fell so quick I didn't even have the time to warm up.
Yeah, I failed that one. We're going to go ahead and leave that one lie. I don't really know what the benefit of beating those build Carls is. So I'm going to pretend like we never fought.
Greetings, Berna. Feast not to your liking?
This is no feast. It's a farmer's market where votes are bought and sold like sheepskins.
Huh?
Svanrig is not gonna vie for support.
Bran's son will not haggle for a crown that is his by right.
Far as I know, crown goes to the claimant who gains the most votes.
That is the tradition, but not all traditions are good. The Isle's care should be entrusted to a single family.
Take it you have a specific family.
So
in
Berna,
mind.
Of course. Bran was the best king Skellig has seen in centuries.
Berna was Bran's wife, the king who just died.
Son, and then on to his sons.
This was his wife. However, they did not part on good terms. King Bran had a mistress, and she was the one who actually went and died with him on his base, as is custom in Skellige. The lover of the person who dies, they go basically lay on the ship, which is where they light the ship on fire and cast it out to sea. His lover did that instead of his wife. So they did not end on good terms, obviously. We don't really know much more than that at this point.
What's wrong with voting for your king?
Take a walk. Listen and you'll understand. The claimants already hand out land, promise privileges, titles, favourable judgments. They behave like whores lifting their skirts for every passerby. A king by the grace of votes is no ruler, but a debtor. This must end. We must start by placing Bran's firstborn son on the throne. I hope the Jarls will see the wisdom of it.
Leaving Caer Trolda?
Tomorrow at daybreak. Enjoy yourself, Master Geralt.
May I?
You must, even. Come. I've been waiting for you. So, feast to your liking? Any better than your continental balls?
Definitely more to drink.
More people to fight
there
too.
is. Rolled all of it out of my cellars. Double meads, triple, Cintrian plum brandy, a Hackamum spirit that burns the mouth like boiling water.
The power just went out? Oh no.
The meaning of hospitality.
From the storms, I'm guessing?
Saw you talking to Berna. What about?
Politics. After all, naught else interests her. Wench tried to convince me that
Dude, that sucks, man. Hope it's not out for long.
And to that aim, I'm to command my offspring to withdraw from the race for the crown. Supports farm
You have a way to
labor
keep your
instead.
food,
Why
your
do I
food
think
fresh
you
and
turned
your
her down?
your house cool.
I showed her the door.
Feeling torn between Hjalmar and Ceres?
You mean do I have a favorite? Nay. They're as different as fire and water. But uncrate blood flows in both.
Think the Council of Jarls will dare to put a woman on the throne?
If you'd asked me some months ago, I'd have laughed in your face. But today I see, and I'm not alone, that Ceres has something as rare on the Isles as a hot summer. Patience. Others act, then think. She's different. She thinks things through. The for, the against. But once she takes action, not a force
So,
in the
on
world
Crate right
could
now
stop her.
is describing to me, I think, a pretty dang good leader.
Between you and me, Hjalmar's not too hot-headed to be king.
Depends on the kind of king you have in mind. Want one who'll send emissaries, move figurines about a map, calculate the most profitable option? And yes, he's too hot-headed. But Skellige wants a different ruler. The kind who'll drown Nilfgaard in blood. Sooner jump into a fire than surrender. And that is Hjalmar.
If you escalate your attacks, you stand to infuriate Emir. Could regret it someday.
In
And that's the
Skellige,
problem here.
we spit on the notion of peace at any cost.
It's back on. Thank God it was only a minute, but now I gotta wait for my slow AF PC to boot back up. Alright. So this whole civil war, or not civil war, this whole war is a very important piece in this whole who should rule Skellige, at least in my opinion. So they're at war with Nilfgaard. Nilfgaard is the more advanced army. They're also the far more large army. Basically, Skellige doesn't really have a hope in like a traditional type of war. Hjalmar basically just would want to try to kill as many people as possible from Nilfgaard, and he would rather kill as many of them as he can rather than surrender. Whereas Ceres might actually be a little more reasonable and try to figure out how to keep people alive. So that's kind of why I'm throwing my support behind Ceres.
I aim to keep my word. Here, this bauble's been in the family for generations. I give it to you for helping ensure the line endures.
Beautiful craftsmanship. Thanks.
I'm the one.
Lugos. Lugos is kind of like a rival to the Ancrates.
Damn it. That must probably started another row.
That's not Hjalmar. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't lose power for very long, Hercules. That would not have been good. Ooh, okay. Yay. So they're very large, very bloodthirsty bears that have now found their way into into... These are huge bears. They found their way into the Great Hall. Looks like there are 2. Trying to make sure there aren't any more. We got 1 down. The other one's starting to slow heal itself. I don't really know how. There goes the other one. Oh, there's the 3rd. Okay, there are 3. The only problem with fighting with companions is they tend to cancel out your burning attacks. Alright. Can somebody please tell me what the heck is going on in here? Let's ask Saris. Can I ask Saris? No. Excuse me. Excuse me. What happened? What is going on? Okay, Sarah seems confused. A lot of people are dead.
Cloth! Give me some cloth! Gotta stop the bleeding! Quick! Take my cloak.
The guy there, the bald guy with the beard, is Madman Lugos. They said bit of a rival to the Encrates.
He's dead.
Very, very hot-headed family.
Crack! Where'd those bears come from, huh? Answer!
Very impulsive.
Careful how you speak to my dad.
Stow your blade, pup, or Crack will lose a son too. You insult me, Lugos, and now you threaten my son. I will not stand for this. Dan, come here. Come on! Put you down like a rabid dog.
Calm down. Calm down. Enough blood's been spilt. Someone brought these beasts here to murder our sons and brothers. We cannot restore their lives. But we can. We must avenge them. This burden falls upon the host and his offspring.
Basically saying that the Encrates need to be the ones to do an investigation here. Find out what's going on.
Find the guilty Encrate. Find and kill them. Else your clan will be cursed for 100 generations to come.
Anybody see how the bears got in?
Don't matter. I know where to find the guilty already.
Wait! Are you mad? You're gonna kill folk before we've learned what happened.
Learn all you want. Meantime, I'll go wash the shame off our clan.
Blessed art thou. Thank you, Hercules.
I'm
trying to stop sneezing, but I can't.
Our honor's at stake, sis.
I can't.
I can't wait.
Are you listening to me? Someone let those bears in. We must know who, and the answer lies somewhere in this room.
As I said before, Saris is the far more reasonable person of the two, and I'm going to continue to show some support to her, so...
You're right, Saris. I'll help you.
Thanks.
Fine. See you when I return with the traitors' heads.
I'll stay here. Someone must see to everything. Summon the healer, hand the fallen over to their families. Wolf, I thank you.
I thank you.
Ever see anything like that?
No, and I hope I never will again.
Where'd the bears come from? We were all laughing.
Geralt's hair just kind of bounced there. It's very nice. It's like a L'Oreal commercial.
Massacre. Torrents of blood on the walls.
What happened before the massacre? Be precise.
Young Lucas bet he could empty a barrel of beer in one go. He climbed on the table, grabbed a pony keg of Cintron wheat, and started chugging. His throat bulged like a blowfish. Face went red, but he kept drinking. Folks started banging their tankards on the table, shouted, "Lugos, Lugos." Then, from the other side of the room, we heard this roar. We turned in unison as if a coxswain had called. They were there. They were already there. Folks closest to the bears didn't even manage to draw their weapons. They were ripped to shreds.
So it was basically like a drinking
avenge
game,
them.
and
I promise.
seemed to distract everybody while the bears snuck in.
Know who died?
Drogadar, Drakeborn Du, Blue Boy Lugos, Yalborn.
Blue Boy Lugos was Lugos's,
Mention them all.
I believe,
You
his
could
favorite
name the
son.
claimants to the throne who survived in one breath. You, Hjalmar, and Svanrige.
What are you saying?
Nothing, just yet. We've talked enough. Let's look around.
Let me know what you find. I'll speak to the others.
And Blue Boy had
Maybe
his name
someone
in
saw
the
more
ring to
than I
become
did.
king. So, what Geralt was saying is, it kind of sounds like a setup.
Pull yourself together, Cinna.
Fang marks,
How'd they get
claw
in?
marks, broken bones. Hard to say what exactly killed him. All right. What do we have here? Bear's head, but the tongue's short, like a human's. Mouth smells of honey liqueur. Mead. And something else. Something earthy. Bears like honey. Before it's fermented. Strange.
So, smelling like a honey type mead.
Something under the fur. A tattoo. Shape of a bear paw. Old scar. Looks like it was sutured. Half man, half bear. Something like a lycanthrope. No full moon, so something else caused the transformation.
He's saying it kind of reminded him of
Something
a
ate
werewolf.
or drank. Mead. Mead with an earthy aroma. Need to check the horns, tankards, and bowls.
Alright. So now we need to find out about the drinks people had.
All the horns are empty. Earthy scent from the bear's maw. Something towards mushrooms. Bowls empty, but the scent's in the air. Coming from...
And as we all know,
Somewhere
Geralt has
else
a
in this
fantastic
room.
nose, so we're going to follow it to find out where this mead is coming from.
Here. Mead spiked with some kind of mushroom. And... human blood. Ceres, come here.
I
don't care if it is a werebear, it's huge. I know, they were massive.
They were
Men who transform into bears.
berserkers.
Berserkers? What? You mean you've heard of them?
Berserkers.
The Skald's name for warriors who change into animals in the midst of battle.
That sounds very handy, guys.
Stuff
If you're in the
of
middle of
fairy
battle and
tales,
be able to change into a
legends.
bear. Just saying.
Seems to make sense, right?
Almost. We were at a feast, not on a battlefield. Think I know what caused them
So,
to transform.
some sort
The
of,
mead they drank.
probably like a
Now this.
psychotropic mushroom and human blood.
Mead spiked with blood. And something else. Thinking it could be a mushroom, but I don't recognize the type.
Hjort might help us. Few druids know herbs better.
Can't hurt to try.
Alright. So we're going to try to find out what type of mushroom it was, and that might lead us to the culprits.
A disgrace. The camp we've not
Well, here's
seen
Madman.
since the Red Funeral.
Who is this over across? Another
This
donut.
turns out to be crack. I'll twist his head
And
off.
this
A
is
crack appears to
Kubrick.
be guilty. We'll try him and keep him with our customs.
Never actually tried talking to Lugos in this situation. Oops, I did not mean to drink Petri's filter, but if I have to cast some signs,
Wanted to talk to you.
I'll be alright.
What about?
What about? What do you think, Holger? Is not here about salted herring or the currents round Speaker Rogue.
Flap your gob at me again and I'll shut it for good. Calm down. You act like rabid dogs, not Jarls of Skellige. Speak, Witcher.
This guy said calm down probably like 10 times today.
How'd all of you manage to survive?
What you saying? Eh? That we're the ones schemed this up?
Shut your gob. You're clucking as foolish as a gander hatching eggs. We survived because we're the best warriors in Skellige.
You're both damn fools. If not for the Witcher, none of us would be alive.
Thank you. That is correct.
Any ideas who might be behind the massacre?
Nilfgaard. They're the most again. But we'll avenge our sons. We'll burn their shores
I
from
think
Nazir
Nilfgaard turned
Wonders abound
berserkers
in the
into
Nilfgaardian
bears.
army. Towers with wheels.
That doesn't sound
Varangian
right.
Mercenaries on humpback horses. But I've not heard of them having trained bears.
This was Croc, I tell you. We're in his castle, he let him in.
Wasted words, Lugos. I don't know who the traitor is, Witcher, but I'll tell you, it's none of us. We all lost loved ones.
So long.
I thought that might be an interesting interaction there.
Freyr, our mother, may the sea swallow the traitors. Freyr, our
Are you related to the Peller?
Mind if I interrupt?
The Peller of
Already
Velen?
What is it?
Someone spiked one of the mead barrels with blood and something else. An herb or a mushroom. Sarah said,
Give me the horn. I know the smell. A mushroom. Mardrome.
Saris wasn't lying. You know your fungi.
I do. Especially those which affect the mind, soothe it, summon waking dreams. Odalric suffered for years. I tried to help him in various ways, initially with prayer, then with poppy milk.
But he's done with that now, right?
It's not that simple. But we'll wean him off it yet.
Mardrome related in any way to berserkers?
Aye, but only in the tales told to children as they're put to sleep on cold winter nights. Warriors who ate Mardrome were said to transform into beasts when consumed by battle rage. But as I said, it's
Only a legend, I know. Still, I find it easier to believe than some story about bears appearing out of nowhere.
Yeah, so Mardrome is what exactly?
Mardrome. Never heard of
It's a
it.
mushroom.
You have another name for it on the continent. Psilocybin, I believe.
All right. Peasants eat it to soothe pain.
Udalric tried it too, but only a few times. In larger doses, the mushroom causes visions, nightmares.
It's probably what happened.
Yes,
They needed
the
to get
last thing
them
Udalric needed
hyped
more of.
up.
Thanks for your help. Blood and Mardrome. The taste of human flesh and a substance that triggers visions. That well could have caused the rage. Maybe even the transformation.
Maybe. Hard to believe someone spiked the mead here in the hall, though, in front of all those witnesses.
You're right. I helped prepare for the feast. I'd have noticed. It might have happened before they brought the drink upstairs. In the cellars, maybe. Come on, we could find some clues there.
Come on. Clues. She called them clues.
We must find the traitors quickly. Elsewise, the warriors will take matters into their own hands. Castle's abuzz already.
Think they'd attack Croc openly?
My father or each other. All in the finest Skellige tradition. Haven't had a good civil war in ages. Knew there'd be trouble.
The more I see this, the more hyped I get for Cyberpunk. Ooh.
Arnvold said the
This
same.
is a really cool
For a feast to be
place to
good,
jump,
mead's
by
gotta
the way.
flow,
You
but
can see
so
how
does blood.
far
Say he
the
does
fall
wish.
is. Yeah. I'm trying really hard. I'm trying really hard to not get hyped for it. It's just they haven't even announced a release date. It's just so. I don't want to get hyped. Might still be like, I mean, who knows? It could be a year off for all we know. You know? I don't think it is, but it could be. With how polished it is, I wouldn't think it'd be a year, but
Useful, not just looking for a fight.
Relax. Your brother's impetuous, not stupid.
We keep the poison at the cellar's other end.
I don't
down
either, but
below.
sometimes I can't help
Come,
myself.
I'll show you.
I don't blame you. That gameplay demo looked pretty dang impressive.
The Hackerman spirit. Someone ruined several barrels of the finest.
Good thing Dad's got other worries in his mind.
I was talking with a good friend of mine, and I was just saying how I'm trying to also make sure that I treat Cyberpunk like its own game, and try not to compare it to The Witcher, because
blood and mushrooms.
Ooh,
think we can find out where this barrel
I
came
find it on the
from?
first try.
Looks different.
First try.
Shit.
The spirit.
The spirit. Oh, the.
Eggs behind the barrels, but they're too heavy. We'll never move them.
Don't intend to.
Gotta blast these things away here. Yeah, for me at least, the setting of Cyberpunk is, it looks really, really cool, but it can't compare to like the kind of medieval type,
We might have been burned alive.
I don't know,
Somebody's damn desperate
high
to bring our
fantasy
investigation to a quick
scene that
end.
we see in The Witcher.
This is
So,
secret passage.
oh, look at that, a place of power. Should draw from it.
When Yalmar and I were little, we'd play.
So I'm just trying to make sure I do treat it like its own game, because if I try to compare the two, it will never live up. For me, at least, it will never live up to The Witcher. So, but it's going to be a phenomenal game, even if it's not as good as The Witcher. It's just different, you know. That's all. I'm trying to treat it like a different game,
When I get
instead of
my
it
hands
being
on that
a
pyromaniac.
Let's
cyberpunk
They had
Witcher
to
game.
use the entrance we used. Maybe they left some prints behind.
Maybe. When the door slammed shut and the fire broke out, did you hear a bottle shatter too?
No, but I've no Witcher senses at my disposal. You must hear the hair growing on my head.
I try not to eavesdrop. Anyway.
I try not to
anything's
eavesdrop
worth
on your
checking.
hair growing.
Come on.
Well, this squid needs some sleep. Good night, Nick. And Hercules, take care, guys. All right, Inkling. You have a great rest of your night. Enjoy your rest. Maybe we'll catch you Friday. Have a good couple days, Inkling. We'll talk to you soon, man. And as always, thanks for hanging out too. Thanks for hanging out with us. Finding some select items here that are worth keeping for crafting purposes. But then there are also just some junk items. Like that. I think wire is junk. And I picked it up anyway. Alright, so we're now looking for some tracks. We're trying to find out who would have brought that spiked mead down here.
Someone walked through the mead.
I'll give you guys one guess who it might have been.
Could you ask for clearer prints? Sticky from the mead.
Gerald is saying it's going to be very easy to find.
Trail breaks off. Need to find another clue nearby. Something else to follow. Must have felt his clothing rip, but was in a hurry.
What's this?
Piece of cloth.
No, it can't be.
What is it?
Arnvald's tunic. Only he wears
Arnvald.
this kind.
Sure about that?
Saw him in the main hall with the servants. Let's go.
Gotta catch Arnvald now. So Arnvald is who exactly? I don't really remember, to be honest with you.
Look, it's him!
Grab a horse, we'll chase him down.
So
Arnvald! Stop, damn it!
Doubt he'll listen.
When I get my hands on him.
it's not gonna take much to get him off that horse.
Way to see you, boy nuts!
Oh no, I didn't mean to jump off my horse. Oh no! I hit the shift button too much and it thought I wanted to turn on sticky keys. So good old Windows.
Come on, Roach.
Pause my game on. How's he getting away so fast now? Oops. No, nobody ever wants to turn on sticky keys. Where's this guy going? Did we kill him? Because it looked like his head went flying off there for a second.
Finish what I started.
Okay, he didn't lose his head.
No,
but you can see he's missing his whole sleeve. That's not very sneaky.
I know you better than others do. You're hot-headed, irresponsible. Skelliger needs stability. A strong king. Not the kind a band of drunken jarls will choose.
Curious. Never heard you voice that idea. But I do know one who never stops saying it. It's Bernard Bran, isn't it? You were never a good liar, Arnvold.
Berna Bran.
What was her motive?
It's obvious. She schemed this up to get rid of the other claimants. Slander our clan in the process. If she succeeded, Svanrigger would have been left, the only claimant to Skellige's throne.
So in other words, the bears would have killed everybody except for Svanrigga, which is the one that's her son. Obviously, she wants to stay in power, but with 2 on crates, Lugos, and I think that was it. No, there was actually, I think, a couple others, but
we need proof.
With them out of the picture, then Svanrigga would take over the throne.
Arnvold, help
Pretty
us,
simple.
and I'll ask my dad to grant you an honorable death. I'll insist.
But also, the on crates look bad because it's their. It was their. They were the ones hosting.
There's no seal.
So.
Will that be enough?
It'll have to be. We shouldn't delay. Time to gather the Jarls.
I've assembled the Jarls in council as you demanded, Ceres on
And
Crate.
Ceres did
You claim to know
admirable.
who's
Can we all
behind
agree
the
on that?
slaughter at Care
She
Troller?
did quite
Speak,
well
then.
for herself.
The blood of Skellige's sons and daughters.
His head grew back.
Whose hands
Didn't it
does
look
stain?
like he lost his head there? Maybe it's just blood. I don't know, but it looked like he lost his head.
The lass is mad. Do you think anyone will believe you?
You had them serve poison mead to the berserkers.
I beg your pardon. The servants of Care Trollda are not.
His
blind
head
to
flew.
wrong. 'Twas your father.
I
who
don't know,
called
that's
for the
weird.
feast, who assembled the guests.
There's reason in these words.
Have you any proof to confirm your accusation?
I've better. I've a witness.
I should have clipped it.
Arnvold.
Ceres speaks true. Bernard commanded me to poison the maid. When Ceres and the Witcher descended into the cellars.
You betrayed us. The clan that took you in.
Good man. He's a servant to Uncreate, a lackey. He will say what they command him to say. He would lie for them even were he to pay for it with his head.
Burner speaks true. Arnvold has served at Care Trollder ever since I remember. Noily, look a dog.
I can vouch for Ceres. She's telling the truth.
You? Yet another Uncreate lackey? Did Ceres entice you to cooperate? I can imagine how. Or has Crack paid you to smear my name?
What did you say?
Dang,
Calm
she's throwing
yourself.
some serious.
After what I saw on
Shade.
Speaker Rock, I trust the Witcher. More than I do you.
You've that right. But it's no proof of my guilt.
Got one more piece of evidence.
A letter from Bernard to Arnvold, instructing him
I was
how
gonna
to
clip
spike
it,
the
but it
mead.
didn't go back far enough. No worries, no worries. We can always look later.
It lacks my signature. It lacks my seal.
But perfume soaked through the parchment. A very strong scent, you know. Still to be sensed.
Is this your proof, lass? Is this what you call evidence of my supposed treason? Don't make me laugh.
Here's Svanrigga
Burna's
behind
right,
her.
Ceres. 'Tis all precious little proof of her wrongdoing. Alas, your brother Hjalmar also has not presented anything that could clear your family's name. We've but one path left to us. Holger, Lugos, it's time we quit this damn castle. Come, we must decide what punishment Clan on Crete will face.
You're making a big mistake.
Silence, wanderer.
Wait! Mother, you bade me to leave the
Yeah,
hall.
here's
before the
Svanrigga
beast.
talking now.
Why?
Son, not now.
Why did you do it? How did you know? How?
Please stand silent.
You gave Ceres no credence. Gave the Witcher no credence. But you must give credence to
So what he's saying is basically his mom,
mother.
Berna, told him to stay in the hall. So he was never out there when the bears entered the feast.
Me, the family, the clan.
Svanrigga, I did it for you.
And now she's admitting it.
Only for you.
You admit to this deed. As the eldest of the Jarls, I cleanse the name of Clan on Crete, and you, Berna Bran, I sentence to death. You will be chained to a rock to perish of hunger and thirst, and sea fowl will peck apart your remains.
So pretty much she's getting it crucified is what's happening here. They're going to tie her to a rock and she's going to starve, and it's not going to be pleasant, but that's the punishment they chose. So they're pretty strict in Skellige. They're very much warrior
So strong as
clans.
to commit such a crime.
What about Svanrigga? What's his fate?
He'd lose his home, his name, his honor.
It sucks to be
He'd choose
her.
exile.
True. Nothing more true has ever been said.
But enough. Whatever comes, we must endure. I thank you, Geralt. Again.
No need. Again.
I'll not take any more of this modesty. This is a land of heroes. Let this remind you
It's
of
exactly. It's a land of heroes.
And now, I must ride for Geddy
War heroes
with
in
the Jarl's
particular.
Council. Time to pick a king.
What do you think? Who'll get the nod?
Come with me. See for yourself. All may listen to our deliberations.
Yeah, I want to go. Heck yeah.
I do have a horse in the race. Can't refuse, to be honest.
As I thought. Well, let's go.
All right. So what do you guys think here? Is there anybody that's on the Hjalmar hype train? I'm just not. I think Ceres is the clear better ruler.
We're just in time.
They've already started.
Weren't long ago, we gave King Bran back to the sea. Today, our mourning ends. Today, by the grace of the gods and the
She's
clans,
standing on the stage.
a new ruler takes the crown. Let us swear her fealty.
Look at that. She put it on top of her head and it appeared under her hair somehow.
I thank those who stood at my side.
I mean, it looks awesome on her. I'm just saying.
Beneath the sacred
They made the right choice.
I
Agreed.
pledge to be
100%
a good
agreed.
queen to the ones and the others. I want peace and prosperity to reign in Skellige.
That's what they need.
And I count on
Especially when they're
you
faced with
to help me
a
fulfill
far
that
superior
dream.
enemy like Nilfgaard. They're basically just looking for genocide if they go to war with Nilfgaard. So that's part of the reason why I like Ceres so much in this particular situation. we just got an achievement for completing the subplot for choosing the helping choose the Skelligan ruler. So fantastic. Got a little bit more time yet, so I'm gonna take a look. We've got let's see, swords and dumplings. No, that's Hattori. Wolf's clothing's not too big of a deal right now, so we're gonna kind of leave that be. Let's take a look though. We got still level 26 for these Griffin School gear upgrades. I haven't done part 2 yet, which is still a problem because even if I get all these diagrams, I'm not gonna be able to do anything with them. I don't know how I missed Griffin School gear upgrade 2. But for now, we're going to jump back into the main quest. We're going to do this ugly baby mission, which is already active. Where the heck are we? Surely there's a travel marker around here somewhere. Actually, it's showing the Druid's camp is the closest travel marker.
Furious.
Thanks. Got the itch in my nose. Alright. So we're actually going to go all the way out to the world map. And we're going back to... in this case, we're going to Velen, because we're going to go to Crow's Perch. For whatever reason, it's not showing up here.
It's long since you say that Geralt concluded Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman.
Yeah, so what happened was our journey to Skellige brought us to, we found this guy named Skjall. And Skjall told us about a weird, ugly creature that they discovered shortly after the Wild Hunt came through. He got knocked out on the beach by one of the Wild Hunt riders. He survived that, but his reputation didn't really survive it. They labeled him a coward, craven, which is the name for someone who's been disgraced in their community. But he told me that he remembered seeing this really hideous baby-looking thing. And then Geralt remembered, hey, I remember seeing a hideous-looking baby thing when I was visiting with the Baron. So now we're going back to the Baron's estate to see if we can find the ugly baby, also known as Uma, which stands for Ugliest Man Alive.
I need a good plow.
And here's the Baron Sergeant. The Baron is not in town anymore because,
Witcher.
well, his wife got very sick, mentally sick, and he's off basically trying to find some help for her. He's left his estate in charge of his sergeant, which is this not so beautiful man we're talking to right now.
What do you mean? Baron left me in command. Told the boys to set things right, put them in order. The new order.
They're murdering and pillaging.
Yeah, and the sergeant is not a good. He's not a good guy.
I
At all.
don't give a flying fuck if you like it or not.
Okay, I came here to talk to him. I found the sergeant, and then I guess that's a different conversation to be had. So we just basically learned the Baron's men are now doing some really grotesque things. They're murdering, stealing, and raping, basically, while the Baron is out of town. And he's basically saying, well, I'm the law in town, so you need to like that. Geralt does not like that.
About?
Uma, gonna take him with me.
Gotta ask the Baron's permission. Thing is, he ain't here.
Not about to ask for anything. I'm telling you. You can try to stop me. But that'd be an error. A mortal one.
That's true, I would kill him.
Think you got me shaking in my boots?
I would hope
You
so.
sure as hell should be.
Fine.
Look at his eyes there for a split second.
See the groom? He ought to be glad to give him up. Bugger's been eating from the feed bags. And a pleasant journey to you both.
Thank you kindly.
Alright. So basically, we told the sergeant we're just gonna take Uma, and there's not much he's gonna do unless he wants to fight us for him. And,
Nothing here for you.
he decided that he didn't want to fight Geralt after all. Which is smart. Smart. That would not have been very good for self-preservation there. He
Get out of my
certainly
sight.
died.
I'm taking Uma.
There ain't a...
Ooh.
Sergeant Hartle said I could.
This guy kind of looks... He kind
Bring
of makes
him
me think of
back
a
though,
human
won't
Humpty
you?
Dumpty here.
Be awful dull without him.
Find something else to laugh at. I don't know. Catch some frogs and shove straws up their asses.
Huh? That one of your Witcher games?
Witcher version's different. Don't.
It's with humans instead.
Open
He's
the
not as dumb
door
as he looks, I
now.
know. Somehow, because he looks pretty dang dumb. I was kind of hoping he'd try me, too. Following the thread. We just failed a mission called
Hey, little
Following
guy.
the Thread. So you can see, Uma's not a pretty man.
This here's Roach.
But I've been desperately wanting to
She'll
get to
take us to
Kaer
Kaer
Morhen, and that's where we're headed,
come
folks.
on.
That is my favorite place in the entire game. Is Kaer Morhen. You know, the thing is Uma's so dang ugly. He's kind of cute.
What the?
He's chasing a rat because he's just so
Quit playing around.
easily
Let's go.
distracted.
Looks like we got company. Nilfgaardian battle mounts.
He's very good ears.
What do you want?
The Emperor's displeased with you.
Then he ought to ask somebody else for help.
The Emperor does not ask anyone for anything. You will ride with us to Vitsima.
Sure about that?
Don't even try.
Fine. Lead the way.
Might have been my fault. I don't remember if that is something you have to do. But when we got back from Skellige, we were supposed to update the Emperor. That was what Yen had told us. She said that we needed to at least let him know what was going on. I honestly forgot about that. So then we were just heading to Kaer Morhen just now, and we find out he's not very happy. I don't know if things would have changed if we had tried going on our own.
Our spies report that the garrison at Ban Glean
But we
consists
didn't.
almost
We didn't
wholly
go
of
on our own.
mercenaries.
Bribery, then.
We stand to lose exactly no men in battle.
And we stand to lose less time. Very well. Give the orders. Then set sail.
As you wish. At once.
Yen is here. This is the first time we really talked to her since we tried to let her down easy.
Your Imperial Majesty, Yennefer.
Geralt's not very good at bowing. Well, neither is Uma.
I did not have you brought here for an exchange of courtesies. Report.
As you wish, Your Majesty. Ciri. Well, this man is the key to finding her.
I give you 3 solid leads. Trails as fresh as morning dew. The aid of my spies and my court sorcerers. Yet in my daughter's stead, you bring me this monstrosity?
Well...
I hope you have more to say. For your sake.
Listen, I'm looking for a needle in a haystack. A needle that at any moment can...
It's a difficult task.
Can leave the haystack and go to one of an infinite number of haystacks.
The world has ever known. I wage a war against the North, command men in tens of thousands, while at home the trade corporations and nobles seek to depose me. You cannot expect me to pity you the difficulty of your task.
Yours doesn't sound that hard.
I pursued those leads you gave me. Ciri first reappeared in Skellige with a mage, an elf. Yen knows more.
The Wild Hunt tracked them down, found them there. They were forced to flee to Velen,
where they were separated. Ciri spent some time with a local warlord, a self-styled baron who...
Yes, I know my vassals.
Who helped her get to Novigrad, where Ciri crossed some of the city's underworld bosses. She had to flee, went back to Skellige, ran into her elf companion there.
and into the Wild Hunt, again. Ciri and the elf fled, out to sea this time. Their boat returned to shore the next day, with only him on board.
That part's pretty confusing,
The
too.
information appears of little use, though at least it seems you kept busy.
Why did the boat come back to shore, and why did it only have Uma in it?
This monstrosity might well be your daughter. Its body is the product of a curse. Someone hides inside it.
Can you lift this curse?
I've done a great deal of research, made inquiries, but to lift it I would need to know the words used to cast it, and that...
Vafel Elen, Kednil Fali, Gladiv Dorn Eptened, Bandro Ithne Iakis. Dandelion told me. Ciri talked to him about it.
At last, you provide a pleasant surprise. Lady Yennefer, my question stands.
Yes. I believe I can. But I must...
The details do not interest me. Geralt, you've achieved precious little, yet admittedly more than the bumblers in my spy corps have. I give you half the promised reward.
Oh, we
Will
got
receive the
half
other
of the reward?
when you bring me Ciri.
I don't intend to bring her here. I don't know if I should say that or not. He probably wanted to get me killed.
Fine.
This audience is over. Till the next.
But if we're being honest, though, I don't intend to bring her here.
Could have used some of that famous biting wit of yours. Where'd it disappear to? I mean, you were meek as a novice at Aretusa called into the dean's office.
I merely know when I can indulge my pride and when I must swallow it.
Ah, I see. So you show your claws to me because I'm a lowly witcher, but...
Do you really wish to do this now, Geralt?
Kind of. I kind of actually
We can
do.
fight another time, in another place, where the walls have no ears.
So, how do we lift Uma's curse?
We must take him to Kaer Morhen. Oh, and Geralt, forgive me, but I'm unable to teleport you, Uma, and Roach, so...
Don't worry, we'll ride there.
Look, he's picking in between his toes and
Take care of yourself.
eating it. Yum.
Wait. Here, probably better if you keep it.
Of course. I'm off.
So that was the phylactery that Ciri had brought to Whoreson Jr., hoping he could fix.
The happiest man alive and the victim of a curse was the key to finding the young woman. Geralt needed to lift the curse. So he took Uma to the home of the world's greatest specialist on dark spells. To the Witcher's fortress of Kaer Morhen.
Finally in Kaer Morhen. A 1 week ride. That is a long time. to be on horseback with an ugly baby. I can't place who Yen reminds me of, and it's driving me batshit crazy. Like, I'm talking like an actress or something?
Forktails this close to the fortress? Someone's been slacking off.
Look at that place. So we haven't seen Kaer Morhen since the beginning of this game, and prior to that, seeing it in The Witcher 1, it's considerably different, as you might imagine, than Witcher 3.
Well, look for the wind.
Spoiler alert, it looks a lot better in 3. And so does Vesemir.
Too long.
Possibly, or maybe someone I've met. That's why I'm going nuts over it.
Was
Well, I can't help you with the someone you've met
Count
part.
the forked tail that flew over our heads a few miles back. Passenger got a little restless.
What have we here? Multiple deformities. Eyes, ears, nostrils, a hair lip. And is this... Now, calm down. Jennifer was right on one count. Thing sure isn't pretty.
I love how the question is, Yen's already here? We took a week to get here, and she took a teleport. So...
Don't look all that nice yourself. How'd you get so dirty?
Huh? Ah, this. I was mixing some lime for the mortar. Need to patch up the walls before they crumble.
Lot of work for one person. Lambert and Eskel not willing to help? Don't see the sense in it?
No. Yennefer found more important things for them to do.
Yen's here already?
And how?
Huh. You two argue?
Geralt, I understand she's a... Well, how do I put this? Emancipated, strong-willed woman. But do manners count for nothing? She teleports in, not even a nice to see you, jumps right into a we've a curse to lift, there's this to do and that. So Eskel and Lambert get going. And she went to the guest room to rearrange things. Through the bed, off the balcony.
Through the bed off the balcony. So, yeah, as you guys might know, the Uma's got a thing for toe jam. I know he just keeps picking at it. It's... But, yeah, as you guys might know, the Witchers are, outside of Geralt, they're not very fond of sorceresses, but in particular, they're not too fond of Yen because of the toxic relationship that her and Geralt have had over the last 20 years. So, they much prefer Triss, as do I.
Shame. That was a good bed.
Said the same myself. Solid oak frame, down mattress. Triss always said she... Now I see.
So
it's either that, or Yen really hates oak furniture.
The look of realization on their face, just fantastic. Triss always...
So what's Yen planning?
Wish I knew.
Mean she didn't tell you?
She told us what she needs to lift the curse.
So Yen is aware that Triss sort of took advantage of Geralt during his whole amnesia phase. She's kind of forgiven Triss for it, at least a little bit. She always saw Triss as like a younger sister. So the fact that she actually kind of forgave her for that is a little shocking, but...
She's gotta have a good reason.
More than one, most likely. In any case, she's set her mind on something. Needs us to stay
but
out of her
oddly
way
enough, Ciri also sees Triss as a sister-type figure. So the fact that Geralt and Triss are ending up together in this playthrough, I don't know if we ever really find out anything about that. I don't know.
So where is everyone?
Eskel's hunting forktails. Gotta nip that infestation in the bud. And since Yennefer needs to distill some ingredients...
As far as I'm
for
concerned,
organs,
Triss was not taking advantage of Geralt because Yen overcame her amnesia a lot sooner than Geralt did, and she did not seek him out. So my whole thought is if...
And Yen?
Assembling a megascope.
She can't be mad. I don't think she can be mad, because Geralt didn't know what he was doing, and Yen never stepped in to stop it either.
I should let her know I'm here.
She definitely could have.
Say so, but don't go thinking she'll throw her arms around your neck.
What you doing there, Roach? Roach is trying to get comfortable on on his tie-down spot there. It's like either that or he's trying to do some, like, upper body strengthening. I don't know. That's a little bit odd. You're a little bit strange there, Roach. See what he looks like on this side. He just can't quite get a good grip on it with his left front hoof.
Can we talk? I'm looking for Ciri. Ashen hair, scar on her cheek. Seen her?
Oh, man. Okay. Next
How can
question.
I help you? You think universals exist as real and distinct entities, or only as mental constructs?
And he looks at you all nonchalant.
Mm-hmm. So do I.
He's like, "Yeah, you need me for something?"
So long.
I tried talking to Vesemir
Can
there,
we
but I
talk?
guess Vesemir and Uma are the same conversation here. We've,
So long.
exhausted our questions with Uma. Alright, so currently this ugly baby mission wants us to help Yen fix the megascope. Lambert, we need to talk to him about the Circle of Elements, and Eskel's hunting the Forktail. So we're going to go in and see Yen first. And actually, we have not assigned... we have 3 points available. Holy... Wow. We only need 1 more here, too. Look at that. Now we've unlocked, finally, the Igni Intensity. This is where we get a lot stronger with our Igni power. Stamina regeneration's coming back incredibly fast as well. But now we can swap out a couple things. So as you can see, we're still getting every piece of medium armor we have is increasing our sign intensity by 5% and stamina regeneration by 5%. Our sign intensity is increased by 40% here on each of these, so it's 80%. It's another, I think it's 5% per item, but I believe we have 4 pieces of light armor. Is that right? Gauntlets, greaves, boots, and the chest armor. So that's another 20%. Plus, the Griffin armor does sign intensity itself. So that is 110%, 115%, 110, 115, and that doesn't even include any of our these here. So right now it's increased by 10. So it's like 125% intensity right now. It's pretty insane. The intensity is quite high. We can also, it might even show us here. 153% sign intensity. So Igni is going to do 257 fire damage, plus it has a 100% chance of burning, it looks like. pretty incredible. Pretty incredible. It's pretty overpowered, to be honest. I think it's... Yeah, because if you look, the next level actually increases the chance to apply burning by 20%. For whatever reason, let's see. I don't remember why we're at 100% burning right now. I'm not sure. But I guess we're going to get a 200% chance of burning at some point. Either that or I'm reading that wrong. That might be 100% damage increase by burning. So, Kaer Morhen is a quite run-down castle, but it is the home of the School of the Wolf. It basically is in constant need of repair, it seems, and the Witchers are not home all that often because they can't really earn money staying at home, so they travel a lot to fulfill contracts. So basically, the thing doesn't really get fixed up all that often. So it's not in good shape. That's kind of one reason the Witchers don't really care much for it.
What's this? Brewing potions?
No. Booze from potato peels.
For my welcome back feast?
Actually, more like my farewell feast.
What?
Haven't heard? Madame Sorceress has requested I fortify the phylactery with power from the Circle of Elements.
Madame Sorceress.
Says it's essential to lift
A.K.A.
the curse
Yen.
from that monstrosity of yours.
Realize that monstrosity, as you put it, might be Ciri?
Yeah, I heard.
Mind showing a bit of sympathy?
I call him like I see him. That's how I am.
Irritating, you mean?
Thought you liked people with bitchy streaks.
So long as they're women.
Then you found the best of them. Enough about that.
Ooh.
The Circle of Elements awaits.
Don't sound too thrilled about all this.
I'm not. You know the trek to the Circle's no walk in the park. In more ways than one.
Let me go with you.
Well, might have more spring in my step with the famous white wolf at my side. So, you ready?
We're gonna collect all of these missions real quick, so I'm not gonna go just yet. It's the final trial. It already switched missions on me here. And now none of these are showing up. That's kind of interesting. Yen was still in the castle somewhere around here prior to me talking to Lambert. Let's see. That's not a person over there. It looked like a person. Whoa. Didn't mean to jump all the way up there. It's not overly difficult to get lost in Kaer Morhen. It's quite big. I'm kind of going off memory about where Yen could be, but I don't know if this is correct. Oh,
God damn it!
Nope, that's it.
Piece of shit!
Uh-oh.
Surprised me there.
Damn crystal!
You decide to blow us up?
Geralt, I'm in no mood for jests, especially dull ones.
What's eating you?
Let me think. That was the
Oh, Grandpa
third crystal
Titan.
to
What's
explode.
going on, man?
It's been a week, and Lambert's
How
still
are you
not done what
doing?
I've asked. Vesemir
Welcome
spitefully
to the
insists
stream.
on repairing the wall just beneath my window and starts hammering at the crack of dawn, while Eskel seems to have gone mushroom.
We're having a little Witcher Wednesday party here. I'm good, dude. How are you, dude? Dude, I'm good, man. I'm good. Thanks for asking.
Why is that?
Because
I like The Office.
you weren't willing
Thank
to
you.
say what
Thank
you're
you.
planning. You're treating them like
It
pages,
is
not
a
including them. Us, actually. 'Cause
Obviously,
I feel that way too.
comfy space for us.
I shall explain everything when the time is right. First, we must finish our preparations.
So what's been going on? Have you had any recent streams?
Heard about the bed. Really prefer to sleep on the floor? Wouldn't recommend it. That stuff.
HR Bot 2, what a nice theme. Thank
Frankly,
you.
I prefer
Thank
a
you.
chill to bedding littered with red hair.
So upset about Triss, you gotta take it out on the furniture?
Would you prefer I take it out some other way? Know what? We should end this discussion before I say something I'll regret.
Ooh, we can really do some digging here. Just got done, actually. Okay, nice. What'd you end up playing tonight? Now we're gonna hear it out from Yen. I'm not trying to say we've burnt the bridge here on Yen, but we let her down easy, and we let her know. Well, we haven't really told her that we have feelings for Triss, but she pretty much already knows. So I hadn't had a chance to check you out live. I love The Witcher. Oh, it's the best. It is the best, and I mean that literally. It's my favorite game of all time. I played Wind Waker HD. Okay, that's what you were playing last time we saw you too.
But I'd love to hear what you have to say.
Is that so? Very well then. Listen, you shagged my friend for upwards of a year. I cannot know what your Witcher's code says on the matter, but ordinary folk would consider it obscene, base, vile. I try not to think about it. That stupid bed was making it difficult. That's that.
Oh, man. You telling her you're into Triss? Oh, yes. We are Team Triss. I love Yen's sassy ass. Yeah, I do like Yen, but as far as choosing a partner for Geralt, to me it's no contest. And I know that those are some fighting words for some people, but I think Triss is the clear choice, in my opinion. I know I have some people in here that would back me up, but I know there are a lot of people that, as I said, those are fighting words. So.
Yen, told you already, I lost my memory.
And I've lost my patience.
Oh. I wanted to have it out here. I wanted to get all this out of the way here. Well,
oh, she's really not in the mood.
So as you can see, she got so mad she teleported me to the. Well, let's just take a look where we're at exactly. It's like a little lake. Yeah, this is the castle here, and this is where we're at now. So she just teleported me into kind of the middle of nowhere a little bit. So, and now as you can see, the mission is to return to Yennefer, as that seems like a fantastic idea. Good arguments both ways. Yeah, from what I've heard is if you've read the books, which unfortunately I have not yet, I plan to, then you'll be a fan of Yen. You'll be Team Yen. But if you've only played the games, which is what I've done, I played all three, then you're going to be on Team Triss. That seems to be generally what people say. And that makes sense to me. That makes sense. But even still, the way she's portrayed in the games, she's just way too cold and distant for me. Triss has pretty much always been there. We need to run all the way through the castle again. Jokes on Yen, though. We love exploring the countryside of Kaer Morhen. I haven't read the books yet either. I think I need to, though. I added them to my list. I haven't bought any yet. They're pretty much the next books I'm going to read. So once I finish up the Olympian series, Percy Jackson, the Olympians, which, like I said, is... where am I going? I'm not going the right way. It's a book series I've had for a long time and just never actually read. So I'm going to finish those up, and then I'm probably going to look into the Witcher series next. So I'm still not going the right way. Where am I going? why I was running this way. Open sesame. Alright. So we're going back to Yen, because that seems smart, right? But even through all that argument we just had with Yen, I didn't actually tell her that I'm still going to go ahead and see Triss. She got upset because I had been seeing, like, Geralt had been seeing Triss, and the bed she was going to sleep in here had Triss's hairs in it still. As I said, though, I don't really feel all that sorry in Geralt's situation, because Geralt truly did not remember what happened or who he was with. He actually didn't even remember who Yen was until most of the way through the second game, which by that point he had already been with Triss in Witcher 1 and a little bit in Witcher 2. And Yen could have stepped in at any time because she knew.
Geralt.
She knew
Anything you'd like to say?
where Geralt was. That was some view.
The view from there, spectacular.
Perhaps I should have teleported you 2 miles higher. Breathtaking, that view. To die for, really.
Fine. What do I do?
Firstly,
Last book I read was War Crimes, which is a WoW book. That was 2 to 3 years ago, so I think it's time to pick up a good book. Like I said, I hadn't been reading much at all, but I've been reading before bed. Just to kind of like
Anything else?
make sure I'm taking my eyes off screens, because those obviously can affect your sleeping schedule.
As you saw, my megascope's acting up.
So I started doing that, and that's actually really helped me fall asleep and stay asleep. So I'm starting to read books pretty much every night
We
now.
must find it and neutralize it.
It's been mostly like pleasure reading, because I don't know that I really want to read something that, you know, like I don't know, like a teaching type book. I don't know if I should read a teaching type book right before I go to sleep, because I feel like I'll forget a lot of it. But maybe not. I don't know.
Who you plan to contact? Or is that a secret too?
First off, stop pouting. Second, no, it's no secret. Ida Emian, remember her?
How could I forget? Member of the Lodge, Elven Sage.
Exactly, a sage. As the name suggests, she should know a great deal. I'd like to ask her for advice about Uma. Satisfied?
So Yen actually shared some info with us there.
Sorceress friends, the sage and not so sage.
That doesn't happen very
Never
often.
done Before. But if we gotta, we gotta.
If only you'd been this cautious with all of them. But no matter. Thank you for your permission.
He's not saying sorry, if you notice. She's still just hounding on him about Triss, and he's not apologizing.
All right. How do I find the source?
Use this Potest Acquisitor.
Potest Acquisitor.
Potest Acquisitor? Sounds fancy. Complicated.
Yet it's ever so simple. Grasp it firmly, move it around, and the louder it squeals, the closer you are.
That's what she said.
Spare me your juvenile wit, please. Well, what are you waiting for?
Potesta what? Look at it.
Nothing here.
It's got some stuff written on it. Can't quite read it though. Let's see if I can took a quick screenshot of it. I might see if I can blow that up and read the text that's on it later. Wouldn't it make sense that Uma is the source of the magical disturbance? We haven't actually found Eskel yet. So I'm going to see See if I can find him. He's got to be around here somewhere. For some reason, his marker is not showing up anymore at all. I don't know why. Here's Uma and Vesemir again. Lambert's back over here. I don't really know where Eskel is. All right, guys. That's going to do it for me for tonight. We'll pick back up in this game, The Witcher. We'll pick that back up next Wednesday. We'll be taking a look at helping him out around Kaer Morhen, exploring that. That is actually, as I said before, Kaer Morhen is my absolute favorite setting in the game. It's my favorite place to be. It is very scenic. And it's kind of cool because the other thing I kind of like about it, there aren't really people there. I don't know. It's not that people bother me in the game, but it's just, it seems much more, scenic and just kind of quiet, relaxing, calming. That's why I really like it a lot. So, that is the idea for next time. As far as the next stream, that'll be Friday. We'll get back into some Oblivion. I'm also going to be looking at potentially having my cousin on with me to play some Borderlands 2. So we'll just see. We'll just see. I'm going to try to figure out what his schedule's looking like Friday, and we'll just see. We'll just see how it's going. So glad I had a chance to hang out. Oh, Grandpa Titan, I'm glad you stopped by, man. Glad you stopped by. Borderlands 2. All right. So I knew Hercules was a big fan of Borderlands 2. So, but you're a big fan too, Grandpa Titan. Hercules knows this about me. I'm not a huge Borderlands. You love it. Nice. Very much. And Oblivion. Yes. Because I don't think he's going to be available for the whole time. So it's possible that I'm going to be basically playing for a little bit of Oblivion and then moving into it. So, but yeah. Hercules knows this about me, though. I am not a huge Borderlands fan, but I don't know. Maybe I'll like it more. I was a big fan of Borderlands 1. Borderlands 2, I kind of just, I don't know. It got too repetitive for me, I think. But we'll just see. We'll see what happens. So, all right. So that said, we're gonna throw a raid down to somebody. This is another rando. I just kind of picked a random person here around the same size in terms of numbers of viewers, like concurrent viewers. We're going to stick to The Witcher 3, and we're going to throw it over to on ONO Network. Sorry, I read that wrong the first time. So, as always, you guys are more than welcome to stick around. And that is how I found you. That's exactly Grandpa Titan. So we're going to throw it to ONO Network and just show them some love. But yeah, until Friday, I hope you guys have an awesome next couple days. Maybe I'll catch you guys Friday too. So I will keep you guys posted. Check out Twitter. I'll keep you guys posted on the plan for Friday as far as Borderlands is concerned. But Hercules, Grandpa Titan, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I'm glad we got to talk more, guys. So till then, hope you guys have an awesome next couple days. See ya.